Alright guys, so one other thing that I kind of want to go over, but also kind of don't, because I don't like talking about my money personally, but I think it's interesting for a lot of people. So I want to go over the finance manager's pay plan, basically. And I'll probably work in not actual numbers, but I'll kind of give a couple there. So typically, you're going to get paid a commission, just like you would as a salesperson. It'll be a certain amount or a certain percentage of the profit in whatever you end up selling. So if you sell something for more, you make more money. If you sell something for less, you make less, of course. That's how that works. But they also have kind of a complicated pay plan style. So, for example, there's a draw system. And what a draw is it's a salary, but you have to pay that salary back with your commission, basically. So, for example, when I was in sales, my draw was $3,000. So I'm expected to have my commission exceed $3,000. So if I don't sell, X amount of cars and it doesn't equal up to 3,000, then I get my 3,000, but I'm going to have to pay that back. That's what the draw is. And they pay you half of it at the beginning of the month, half of it at the end. Half in the middle, half at the end, right? So the other thing that they do is now they pay hours, at least on our pay plans. Now this is going to vary state to state, dealership to dealership. Everyone's pay plan is different. For example, at my store, they also rate us on penetration, which is a weird term. It's kind of sounds silly, but it's the percentage of customers that you get and you sell them an item. So for example, if I have a customer and they don't buy anything, that's 0%, right? If I have 4 customers and one of them buys, that's 25%, right? So they rate you on how many customers you sell an item to, regardless of any sort of profit or anything like that. And so they pay me a different percentage based off of how much I sold on average as far as profit per deal. So I'm expected to be above $950 in additional profit towards the deal per car, and also have to maintain an average of about 1.5 products per sale. So, and different products have different weights too. It's really complicated, but that's the way that they pay us. So when you're negotiating, if you're wanting to buy a product, you can negotiate and tell them, I know you get paid on penetration, or at least that has some sort of factor to do with stuff. If you give it to me at $100 over cost, I'll buy it, because at least then you're making a little bit of money, but you're also getting your penetration there. So I had a customer the other day that I gave them an awesome deal. I gave them basically everything just $100 over cost, but they ended up buying 4 things, which helps me out a lot, especially when I only have to sell 1.5 on average per car. But they got an awesome deal. I only made like $400, so it's well below where I need to be, but I get that penetration. So that's something that you can kind of use to negotiate. It's also the same idea when you're buying new cars. You'd always hear about them having quotas and stuff like that. If they hit a certain bonus level, they'll give you, a better deal, because they're going to get paid back a certain amount at the end of the month for selling a certain number of cars. So they're willing to take a loss because they're going to actually net more money. So that's why it gets a little convoluted, a little bit messy. It's kind of hard to know exactly can I take advantage, and am I being taken advantage of with my lack of knowledge about where they're at, where their profit lines are, all that other stuff. So yeah, it's really up to trust. If you trust the guy, if you believe him, if he shows you information, you can ask all sorts of questions and try to figure out what's best for you. But yeah, so that's how my pay plan works. Basically, there's a draw, that's my salary. I get paid hours on top of that, and then also I get paid a percentage on how much I sell, and that percentage goes up or down based off of how many products I sell per customer, and also my average profit per deal. So that's how the pay plan works here. It used to just be a straight percentage, no penetration bonus, but that's how they're kind of leaning towards. And yeah, so hopefully that's interesting. If you have any comments or suggestions for future videos, please leave those in the comments below. If you like my videos, thumbs up. If you like them, thumbs down. That way I know not to make videos that you don't like, and know to make videos that you do like. And if you do want to get notifications about my new videos, please subscribe and click the bell icon below. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Have a good rest of your day.